So Razor's gone home.
Down to again.
Okay. Bit quieter today. You're right.
Okay, when you're ready. When you're ready, please. Start with you, Mark.
Hey, how pleased are you with what you got this afternoon and overall with what you've had across pre-season?
Yeah, I think pre-season's been pretty good. I think we always analyse it by what the players give, really, and I think from day one to now, the players have done really well in terms of executing what we've tried to do. They've given everything physically. It's been an intense period, but I have to compliment the group, and I don't think we've quite hit our best levels in terms of performance, but I think we've and today would sort of follow that line of performing well. Good in defence today. I thought deadly on the counter attack. So promising signs from the team.
Sort of smile on Harvey Barnes' face when that first goal went in. What can that do for him to experience something like that so soon in his Newcastle career, and how beneficial can he be to you in terms of that attacking threat, that quality?
Yeah, I think it makes such a difference if you start well. He's made a really good first impression today, and I think that is Harvey in a nutshell, really. He's quick, he's positive, and he scores goals. And his two finishes today were very good. Really good to see him on the end of really good team moves. And as I say, in transitions, he was certainly a threat today.
Tino Livramento has been here across the weekend to see the team play. Where are you at in terms of signing him? Had you expected to get it over the line by now?
Honestly, I've got no idea, because we've been preparing for the two games, and I've heard little snippets, but I believe it's not done.
Do you have a time scale on when it might be done? Presumably done before the weekend.
We are, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Jordan.
You mentioned it was sort of previous to you saying that you still almost need time to bed into how you play. Is Harvey Barnes on them players where you expect sort of an impact straight away?
I hope so. I think it's difficult to predict, but I think his role in the team on that left-hand side is slightly simpler maybe than other positions in the team, and I think, as always, when you sign someone, you're hoping that their attributes fit to what you want. You're not asking him to do anything that he's not comfortable doing, and I think you could see from Harvey today that he looked good in the team. He looked comfortable in his role, and I thought he performed really well. And I was delighted with the two goals, delighted with the two finishes, and physically he looks good as well, because he had a period where before he signed for us he hadn't had the training. I think he's looked sharper in the 2 weeks, so yeah, I think he's in a good place.
We spoke about Humphrey having a good pre-season as well, but does Harvey's performance today give you a real sort of selection dilemma ahead of next week then?
Yeah, I said yesterday, nothing's decided, and that was genuine. So I need to analyse today, and with all the knowledge that I have of training, etc., and try and pick the right team.
Lee.
Eddie, how close do you think you are to them 2-11s that you spoke about back in May now? Do you feel it?
Yeah, I think we're on our way, Lee. I don't think it's ever going to be perfect, because when you inherit a squad, you know, for example, I think when we came in, the team had been playing a different system, so to get the squad as you want it takes time, because naturally they've recruited a different way for a different system. So I think we're getting there. I think that the strength and depth is building. When you consider today we were without Fabian, Joe Willock, Emil, trying to think I've left anyone off, Manquillo. So you know, we've got players that weren't involved today that makes the squad even stronger.
You're probably someone's going to be disappointed next week. Is that a good sign, though, that maybe 2, 3, or even 4 are going to be genuinely disappointed not to make the 11?
Yeah, there's going to be people that aren't even going to be on the bench. You know, that's just the reality, and that's always the case. So there'll always be disappointed players up, but I think that disappointment needs to be controlled, and that was probably our big strength last year, where we had anyone that we left out of the starting lineup or the squad responded in the right way, although disappointed, conducted themselves in a superb way, and I think that was key to our success. So we're going to need the same again with a different squad. We're going to need the same dynamic.
Sean Longstaff getting some minutes today, that was a big boost for him personally.
Big boost for him, and a big boost for us, because he's such an important player. Done very limited training during pre-season. He picked up just a really small niggle, but when a niggle's enough to keep you out for 2 weeks, it really can set you back. So again, testament to his fitness levels that he's able to get through the time that he did today, and fingers crossed he feels good.
George?
What is the little injury?
He just had a little groin complaint.
And on a scale of readiness, how kind of ready do you feel with the season a week away now?
In terms of me or the players?
How happy are you? How ready do you think that?
Yeah, I think we are. I think we needed these games and these weeks of training, definitely. You know, I was aware from week one that we weren't quite where we needed to be, but that's natural. I think we've got better with each week, and I think we need a bit more training, a bit of sharpness in our game, and I think we'll be there. But I think the acid test is always the game, so I try not to analyse pre-season overly because it's the competition that matters.
Dominic? Sorry, George. Go on, George.
Do you think it'll be a different Newcastle this season, or do you think it'll be sort of more of the same in terms of style? Is it a tweaking?
I think yes. I think it will be the same Newcastle, but I want an improvement, and I want to tweak things continually to improve. But it won't be radically different. I don't think it can be. Why would we deviate too much from what's worked? But then, if you're absolutely the same, I think you're going backwards. So we're always trying to innovate and bring new ideas to the team, whether that's whatever that is, whatever phase of play that is. We're well aware that the game moves on very quickly.
Thanks, George. Dom?
You mentioned Javier Manquillo. What was the situation with him not being involved today?
Just a slight groin complaint as well with Javier. We hope it's nothing serious.
And Jacob Murphy came in that position. He sort of epitomised the versatility you need, playing well, scoring a goal as well.
Yeah, I mean, Jacob did that role for us last year. Wherever I played him, whether it be left, right, wing, various positions, I thought he was excellent for us. And his attitude absolutely epitomised the squad. A brilliant team player. I thought he was outstanding today in that right back position, and he had no complaints doing it. And yeah, full credit to him.
Harry?
I thought Callum Wilson linked up really well with Dillon and Harvey Barnes. How happy are you with that link up so soon, as you said earlier, about linking up so quickly and getting used to your system?
Yeah, I think every player's different. So Harvey would have experienced Callum today, and as you say, Joelinton in that position. And it's really good to see relationships blossoming now. The way that we train and the way that we try and mould the team, those relationships hopefully will get even stronger through time, because we do have a new dynamic with a couple of new players coming in, and that always takes time to gel.
Kieran?
When you see how many fans stay behind after the game, some of the celebrations, just give you a little glimpse of what it could be like here together.
On a very minor scale, yes. Look, we always want to win, and regardless of the competition, I've said that many times. So this was a pre-season competition. We wanted to win it. Delighted to do so. Nice to see us lift a trophy, but it's not the ones that we want. So we'll continue on that search.
Pain of Wembley still driving you guys?
I don't know if it's a pain of Wembley so much. I think determined to try and win something for the people of Newcastle. I wouldn't say we're looking back at that game. I think that will ultimately in some way drive us forward, but it's more you're searching for that success, and I've been doing that ever since I became a manager. It's you dream of winning things, you dream of lifting silverware, and I want the players to feel the same way.
Jordan has come in to replace Mark Davis.
Yes, that's right.
Any more comments? Yeah.
Just picking up on the squad, Eddie. You had Paul, Jamal, and Matt playing today, and you've got all them youngsters on the bench. That's going to be a massive benefit for the club as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't, in my opinion, be weighted too far in one way. So we were aware that we needed to reduce the average age of the squad, but in doing so, you don't want to lose all the experience you've got as well, because it is a really fine balance. The experienced players, you say, Paul, Matt, Jamal, they add so much in terms of conduct and helping the younger players settle. But you need the youth as well. You need the youth and energy and innocence that brings. That's a real strength too. So I think we've got a really good mix in the squad at the moment between all ages.
Okay.
Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.